A 10-month pregnant boy was about to give birth. He used all his strength. Suddenly, a 40-year-old child, with steam rising from his body, tore through the belly and came out. The boy who had given birth died instantly. Watching this, Sarah remained completely calm. Then she turned and led the old infant toward the villa. Strangely, less than 2 minutes after being born, the man began giving birth again. He was in so much pain that he fell to his knees on the ground, screaming. Soon, a deep crack appeared on the old infant's back. Another, larger child was born, who slowly began approaching Sarah. She was still calm and expressionless. Then she led the man to her bedroom. But at the door, an even more terrifying sight appeared. A huge foot, size 48, suddenly emerged from the man's mouth. As the foot grew longer and longer, the man's body could no longer hold itself up, and he collapsed to the floor. This time Sarah moved. She picked up the wood-chopping axe by the stove. She wanted to end this endlessly birthing monster. But in the next moment, she saw an even more horrifying scene. A few days earlier, Sarah and her husband John had a fierce quarrel. Sarah had thrown John out of the house. But stubborn John, in anger, jumped from a building and took his own life. Filled with guilt and regret, Sarah rented a secluded farmhouse. She wanted to rest there for a few days and soothe her wounded heart. But as soon as she arrived, strange things began happening. Sarah noticed a fruit tree. She picked an apple and enjoyed the precious afternoon peace. The landlord, Tom, was very talkative. He kept bringing up the price of compensation for everything, which annoyed Sarah. Still, Tom helped her bring her luggage inside. Then he began introducing the old rooms of the house. Everything there was old, but still usable. The scenery was unique, which brought Sarah some relief. During the day, Sarah also met villagers from afar. Few people came to this place. It was very secluded. Yet it gave her a strange sense of freedom. Everything seemed peaceful and beautiful, until Sarah stumbled upon an abandoned tunnel. She immediately turned and ran. After running desperately, she finally reached home safely. But that strange man had followed her there. Sarah soon saw him. She quickly called the police for help. They arrived swiftly and arrested the strange man. But he had committed no crime. The police had no reason to keep him detained. After making sure there was no other problem with him, they released him. Sarah returned home. But to her shock, that strange man appeared there again. And then, the very same scene from the beginning unfolded once more.